Okay, this is like the fifth time I've tried this video, so I'm going to try it to get this across in the right way possible. It is not an unheard of thing to have a cosplay turned into a comic book character and then in the books. It's not. Eric Moran, the Smoke 007 on Instagram, he's had his characters turned into a comic book, right? So here's the thing. As of right now, Masterverse issue number 4 has a, a lot of He Soul in it. He Soul is a mix of my cosplay of He-Man and Sunman, right? He's in like 8 or 9 pages, a lot of panels in each one. And in the very first panel that you see him in, he's fighting the movie Skeletor, Frank Langella's Skeletor, right? In that universe. And he gets pulled into everything else that's happening, right? So the thing is, if someone who's right here mentioned that he wanted to see that story. Now, I know for a fact that they have been trying to make a He-Man movie, right? And it's not going in the way that it could because of Sony, because of money, because of all the different things, right? If they're not going to make a white He-Man, they're not going to make a black He-Man. I understand that. That's just the reality of it. But what we can do is show them how much money they're missing out on, because at the end of the day, money is what moves companies. I mean, right? Sure, right now they're going through a writer's strike, but that's going to pass at some point, and things are going to get moving along. And I personally would want something that's already a realized topic or a realized concept come to fruition. And the only way that can happen is through dollars. So here's what I'm looking at. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a rant because I don't think I've addressed this publicly, or anyone has ever really challenged me on it, in a serious manner. Okay. The topic of whether or not we should be pushing black-owned characters or black characters made by black people as opposed to blackwashing characters that have been white for their entire existence, that should be a thing. Listen, two things can exist at the same time, right? I truly and wholly do believe that we need to have our own characters and our own entities in the public sphere and in the mainstream media, like Concrete Comics, Godhood Comics, Concept Moon Comics, Stranger Comics. Like there's a lot of black indie comic book creators that are doing their thing. Ace Blade, Taurus Comics. There's a lot of us, right? There's also characters that can exist in established properties, and they just happen to get the notoriety that the other characters that have already existed can get. I just happen to be able to be in both realms, right? I can help the black independent comic book creators. I can help and bring awareness to characters like Icon, which I have, or Blue Marvel, or Spectrum, or at this point, He Soul. So both things can exist at the same time. One doesn't take away from the other. All right. We're not blackwashing He-Man by having him, because it's a completely different character with a completely different skill set, completely different power set. It's just that he's worthy of the power, and that's all that truly matters. So this is my thing. If you're able to show the demand for He Soul by saying, hey, I want more of this Masterverse issue 4 cover C, which he's on the front of, who's to say that they don't want Tim Seeley to make more stories, centered around this character, more representation, because it's not just him that he could focus on. He could focus on, the Filipino, He-Man in there, or the Asian woman that's in there. There's, or even the Battle Cat He-Man that is in there. Like there are so many different aspects that we could draw on. We just have to just show them that we have an interest. And if we could drive up sales of comics, that's a bellwether for them to pay attention. So, you know, I don't find myself, well, I do ask for y'all's help a lot, because the community is supposed to want to help as long as you're not trying to help yourself. I'm not trying to help myself because I'm not getting paid for any of this at all. I don't have any deals with anybody that would net me any money whatsoever if they were to sell a book based on the fact that I pushed them. Nobody has approached me with that option. Nobody has said anything to me about that. So I'm doing this clearly for the culture, clearly for my kid, clearly for everyone else's kid. Like, if I haven't proven myself to be, you know, as altruistic as possible when it comes to this sort of thing, then I don't know what you're looking for me. Because I'm, you know, the only thing that I can do at this point is continue to diet and break myself down to get in shape to be He-Man again, which is something that I really don't want to do, because I thought I was beyond that part in my cosplay career, but apparently I'm not. You know, it's still a thing. The companies still see the thing, writers still see it as a thing, and it's a viable thing. So if I have to get to a point where I am actually out here sweating, you know, and losing another 30 pounds or so in order to be in shape for He-Soul or He-Man, then I'll do that if that happens to be the path that I gotta take. I don't want to, because I hate training. I hate dieting. But I'm just saying, this is an opportunity to show them at $3.99 at a time that we are interested and that we want this. So why can't I'm getting sweat in my eyes? It is hot down here in Florida. I'm in my parents' place. Damn, I got sweat in my eyes. Listen, that's what I thought. Yeah, this is an opportunity to show them that we're interested, and I wish. Am I going to edit this out? I doubt that I will. So please look into Masterverse issue number 4, cover C. that's the cover with the He-Force on the front, right? I mean, if we show the interest, and then I can send an email to the people at Mattel and says, hey, look, this is something that you're missing out on, then maybe we can start getting action figures. Maybe we can start getting more stories. Maybe, you know, we could be the change we want to see. See how all that works out? You know, all the lessons that were given to us as kids, we can now afford them, pass them forward as adults. That's some you know, McGruff the Crime Dog type stuff. Come on, let's be serious. Let's get this done. Like, please, like it's kind of, this is kind of the easy part, is just getting a book, ordering a book from an online comic book source. If they think about it.